as you get closer to the equator, in that area, because of weather, sometimes there's a doldrums, and that area just at the northern edge of it is called the Hopo of Kane, the diaphragm of Kane. Weather changes, and there's difference, in the feel and the humidity and everything. Doldrums is really a state of mind. It's kind of like you're out in the middle of the sea and you become becalmed. There's no wind, and everybody's just like, oh my God, this ain't happening, yeah? And then you're just waiting for the wind, and you just might drift through the air for like a week or two before the winds come back. But last time when Hōkūleʻa had sailed down to Tahiti, 14 days they zipped down to Rangiroa because there was no quote unquote doldrums. There was no dead spot. The northern high pressure system and the southern high pressure system, they meshed beautifully, and there was wind just went right through them. There are periods of time where those two high pressures, their limits are open up and they're not meshing. And that's called the Intertropical Convergence Zone. That's a zone between those two. And a lot of times, it's just always so different. It can be like malie or really, really light winds. So you just kind of crawl through there at like 2 knots and hot like heck. And it's generating so much heat that there's a lot of squalls and thunderheads coming down, just dumping a lot of rain. In 1992, when we came home on a voyage, which is called Nonamamo, teaching navigation, we went through there, and the cloud layers were so thick that you put your hand in front of you, couldn't even see your hand. It was that dark. And then, we're learning navigation with nothing to steer by except the swells and then watching the wind. And we just put a little pen light on the man overboard pole to look at the flag, try and get some semblance, an idea of what the heck's going on. Other than that, you're just feeling the swells and stuff. But it was quite the experience, to be in something like that. That cloud layer was like the lower, the middle, and the high clouds were so thick that no light from starlight or anything penetrated. Yeah, it was pretty neat.